Hello everyone, welcome to part 8 of this Skyrim Special Edition Ultimate Graphics Tutorial 2017 edition. And in this step 8 we're going to install the fixes and some miscellaneous gameplay modifications. Alright, while they're gameplay modifications, I do suggest you install them, because some mods require some follow-up files, and if you do not install it like I do, probably things might get messed up. So I suggest you just follow my instructions. The first mod we're going to install is Enhanced Blood Textures, a really nice mod, one of the most fun texture overhaul mods there is. Download the file, just one big main file, then you can edit. If you do not have created a folder named Step 8 or something, Step 8 Gameplay and Fixes in my case, I suggest you do that right now and save Enhanced Blood Textures in there. Then let's add it into a mod organizer and wait a little bit. Alright, I really like the mod, so I'm going to install the larger version, larger splatter size. I'm going to correct the file name and then click on next. Then high-res color is nice. This high-res color is also nice. And click on install, and let's wait a little. No, let's not wait. Let's close the mod and open up the new mod already. And that is the Stones of Berenzia quest markers. And what this mod pretty much does is when you pick up one of the gems, it will pretty much show you on the map all the other locations. And this sounds a little bit like cheating, but it's actually not, because else it's just way too freaking hard to find all the other stones. So I suggest you install the one. It's just a small ESP which shows you all the quest markers. Make sure to activate Enhanced Blood Textures, by the way. And this message means multiple ESPs have been activated, and that's correctly because we do have an additional ESP for Enhanced Blood. So that's correct. Okay, make sure you add the second mod for the quest markers. Check manual, and it seems the mod has been packed correctly, so that's good. Then the third mod is the Parturnex Dilemma. Please don't let me speak out that name again. Click on files. If you want to check what this mod specifically does, check the description. Click on download manually as always. Then we're going to add the mod, of course. Check manual and click OK. Then activate the mod. And then we have this fix, Blacksmith Forge Water Fix for Skyrim Special Edition. Click on files. And we want to have the version with the unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch, so make sure to download that one and not the regular one. And then check manual if everything is correct. Now press OK. Alright. Then the fourth mod is... the fifth mod is Even Better Quest Objectives. And it seems we need to install a couple of patch files for that. So click on files, download the main version, and you also want to download these three patch files. So alternate start, cutting room floor patch, and the Parturnex Dilemma patch. And thank you for letting me speak that horrible name out again. So download those 4 files. So this main file, this patch file, this patch file, and this patch file, and then we can add them as well in that order. So Even Better Quest Objectives, the main mod. Click on manual, press OK. Then the patch files, starting with alternate start. We're going to install that mod just a little bit later in this tutorial, so don't worry too much about it. The cutting room floor patch, click on manual, press OK. And the last one is the one for the name that I would rather not speak out again. Then check manual and press OK as well. Then activate the mod. And then we have successfully installed that mod with the patch files. Then we have Gilder Green Regrown. Alright, click on files. It's just a single file, so you can't really go wrong with that. And that's number 9 already. Click on manual. Seems to be packed correctly as well. Right, next up is a mod that for some reason the author has pulled off this mod list, but it's AFT, and that stands for Amazing Follower Tweaks. And I really like that mod, so what I'm going to do is let's reopen the Skyrim S.E.P.T.I.M project. what we want to do is search for it manually. So search for follower. No, let's just search for, let's search for amazing. I think you already have that. The mod then immediately after search for it. And yeah, there are actually 2 versions of the mod. And I'm not really sure why. It's something I'm pretty much surprised by, but yeah, it seems this version is a repack of the original version. No idea why this has been done. Seriously, no idea why. If anyone knows, please let me so sorry about my voice. If someone knows why this has been done, please let me know. And I think this is the original one, but I'm not really sure about that. This is version, let me see, it should be here, 1.66, and this is version also 1.66. So yeah, this really surprises me why this has just been a regular re-upload, and maybe this is because this was once down, the original file was once down. So I suggest we just download the original one, and that is version 1.66. Pretty much the same thing like has been described on a mod page. Let me scroll down a little bit to it. Where is it? Yeah, 61, but still in testing. But anyway, we're going to try it. We're going to install it, not try it. We're going to install it because I really love this mod, and it's really easy to control your followers with that mod. So download the main file here, amazing follower tweaks. Then make sure you edit. And I messed up a little bit in the numbering here, so I named this one 9.5 to make sure the installation order was still correct. Then probably your numbering is going to be different from mine right now. Select OK, and then let's wait a little. Oh no, it's pretty fast. Make sure you activate amazing follower tweaks. And then the next mod is relationship dialog overhaul. Alright, and we need to download a couple of files here, the main file and the patch. See the note and above mod. Alright, and that is the following. And I think we're going to do it like this. So let me see what I have in my yeah, I have done the installation order like this, and this is a little bit different than the official instructions, but we need to do this because we now have amazing follower tweaks. We need to download the main file, we need to download the amazing follower tweaks patch file, and we need to download this patch file for cutting room floors and the unofficial Skyrim special edition patches. So 3 files in total, the main file, this patch file, and this patch file. And what you want to do now is first add the first main file, relationship dialog overhaul. I click on manual, and that's been packed correctly, no problem. Alright, and then because we do have amazing follower tweaks, we want the patch for it as well, else it's not going to work with relationship dialog overall. Check manual, it's been packed correctly as well. And also add the other 2 patches. And I thought we need to disable one of the plugins, and that's let's first activate. They can't really work together, so I think we need to disable only the unofficial Skyrim special edition patch. But that was in the instructions. No, disable the ESP, which only includes the yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. We need to disable this, and we need to have the cutting room floor plus unofficial Skyrim special edition patch activated, and I think this will work fine without any problems. So that's good. Okay, then we have an optional file, no glowing weapons, but I really like my weapons glowing, so I'm not going to install this file. But if you like it, you can install this, but we're not going to do that. Then we're going to the next file, which is no spinning death animation, and let's see if I actually have this file installed or not. Yeah, okay, I do. Okay, let's download, I think, just the main file. Use the 1.3 file non-merged. Yeah, so it's this one, just the main file. Download that one, and yeah, just add it into Mod Organizer 2. Click on manual. This mod has been packed correctly as well, which is fantastic, of course. Okay, then we have Ordinator Perks of Skyrim. Let's see, what does this mod actually do? Okay, it gives you more perk points. It's pretty funny. It's for gameplay. Do we only need to install recommended to main file? Okay, now we need to install both. So you have this main file ordinator, and you do have 50% more perk points. So yeah, it's pretty much adds a little bit up to the gameplay. So ordinator, the first main file. Click on manual. Okay, it's been packed correctly. Fantastic. Activated. And then we want to have the additional 50% more perk points. I click on OK. Alright. Optional is Apocalypse Magic. Yeah, you can. I'm also not going to use that one, but if you really are a Magic user, you might want to check it out and download it for yourself. But I'm going to continue with Elemental Staffs Special Edition. Click on Files and download the. Yeah, that's a good question. Which version actually? The appropriate version to you, the normal or Apocalypse. Okay, it's just sort of a matter of taste. And let's see what I did download back then. I think the regular one, Elemental Staffs, is mine. Just yeah, I have this version. So in this case, I suggest you install this version as well, or pick the Apocalypse if you really want that for some reason. Okay, that's in my case number 15. Probably for you it's a little bit different because I messed up with relationship dialog overall. Let's activate Elemental Staffs. And okay, then let's see after Elemental Staffs. You now choose either both 12 and 12A or only 13. Okay, yeah, that's for the following mods. Either both 12 and 12A or only 13. And I suggest we only go for Run for Your Lives and When Vampires Attacks, because Immersive Citizens AI Overhaul I think will cause a little bit of problems with all the other dialogue and character overhaul. NPC follower overhauls. So I suggest we're only going to install these mods because this is what we want also from this mod. Run for Your Lives, open it up, and When Vampires Attacks. And what that pretty much does is that the NPCs will just flee for their lives and hide inside when dragons or vampires are attacking. So download the main file for Run for Your Lives and download the main file from When Vampires Attack. And leave the Immersive Citizens AI Overhaul for what it is. And let's make sure we add those mods. So in this case, Run for Your Lives goes first. Click on manual. Seems to be packed correctly, and we have some more ESPs. And number 17 in my case. When Vampires Attack, check manual, press OK. Alright. Then we can close those two mods, and we then can continue with this one, Simple Auto Unequip Ammo. Can't really remember actually did install this, but yeah, just download the main file. Do I have this file actually? Yeah, okay, I have it. Like I said, I can't really remember I did add this mod in my list, but it seems I did, so let's just do that. Let's see, then we have the unread box glow. And yeah, what this is a really nice mod, because what it does, it will pretty much shows the books that you did not read in with a glow. And once you did read one version of it, so let's see, if there is a book and which has multiple copies, if you read one of the copies, then you won't have the glows for the other books, which are the same. So I think it's a really nice mod, and as you can see here, you can pretty much choose for yourself if you want this to be bright, medium, or dim. So yeah, it's really nice mod. I think we want to have the main file. And that's probably suggested here as well. Let's see. Main file, yeah, okay. And it looks in long playthroughs that the mod stops working. So yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. But for now, just download it and then install it. And we probably should have a options form to select. Oh no, okay, we don't actually. I think you can select it in game then. I'm not really sure. Else you probably have the high version, the bright version as default. I thought I thought that was the case when I did my, did my last playthrough of Skyrim. So okay, then the next one is Violence, a kill move mod. It comes with a configuration book. Check your character in game. That's really nice actually. So it's pretty much up to you in game what you would like to have. You can configure it in game or leave it like default. Download the main mod. I think we need to have the main mods. Where is Violence? Yeah, just download download the main mod. And then, sorry, let me just drink a cup of water so my throat gets a little bit clear. So one moment. All right, that's better. But now I forgot where we were. Let's see. The unread books we had. Oh yeah, we had Violence. Or don't I have that mod for some reason? Let me check them. Violence. No, I don't actually see the mod, and a reason why did I not download this. Let's see. Yeah, you know what it is. I don't really do much animation mods because I think the regular animation the lore-friendly animations are good. So I guess just use this if you like it. Download if you like it. It's not. It can really hurt your system. So download Violence if you like it. Add it to your mod organizer and then configure it in game with that book. But it seems I skipped it for some reason. The next one is Weightless, and this is a really handy mod. It's a little bit of cheating, I have to admit, because what this mod will do, it can remove some weights from specific ingredients and all, or can just decrease the weight of other things. But yeah, it's really handy because you know how hard it is to be over encumbered all the freaking time. So download Weightless. Let's see what he actually recommends. Only the main file. So download the main file, Weightless. Let's see where it is. Here it is, Weightless. Okay, it comes with an options form. Okay, let me go to the options. True merge. Yeah, you know, I really don't like the weight and being over encumbered all the time. So I'm trying to decrease the weight of all the items. But if you really want to have it lore friendly, you rather don't want to have this mod at all, or just pick the options that you like. I suggest that just pick the options that you like. I'm going to select all these options. Legacy. Yep. I want to have as less weight as possible. Okay, and then I'm going to install this mod. Multiple ESPs. Wow. Holy crap. This mod is actually adding freaking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ESPs. Why? Serverless, why not merge them into one ESP? Never mind. Okay, yeah, please consider you have now an additional 13 ESPs if you ever come to the limit of your 255 ESP limits. Nevertheless, we're going to continue with lore-based loading screens. Click on files, just one file. By the way, this drastically... No, it's not this mod. This pretty much gives you lore-based loading screens. I'm not really sure what's the difference, because I think these are just the same ones as I know. But yeah, just download them if you like them, or leave them out if you don't like it. Anyway, let's... is this one? Lore-based loading screens. It seems I actually don't have it. Okay, it seems I don't have it. That's fine. Okay, this one actually has something really special. It's the clean menu, and what this will do is it will skip the Bethesda loading screen, and it will remove the... let's see, yeah, this is what you have left only, so no credits and all the crap you probably don't need. So it pretty much cleans your menu up, and it starts a little bit faster than normal. So I really like this mod, and start the 60, download the 60 FPS version. I have no idea why you would download the 30 FPS version, but okay. So let's download that mod. It's really nice, pretty simple and nice little mod. So that's this one. Click on manual, press OK. And then we can continue with the mod. The next one. Let's see, balance level lists. I don't think I have this one, but let me check out what it is. Balance level lists. Let me check. I don't really think I have this mod. No, do I? No, I don't have this one. You can check it out if you wanted, but I'm going to skip it right now. For some reason, it's also not really an official mod in the list. It's a work in progress to get a bash pads working. But if you know how to bash, go for it. Yeah, okay. Not worth the trouble. Trust me, not worth the trouble to do this. But we have a couple of mods left, and that is Immersive Sounds Compendium and the patches for that. And download the main file. And for the patches, download the Enhanced Blood Textures patch. I think that's it. Yeah, only that patch, because the other two mods we don't have. All right. So download the main file, install the main file first. Make sure you haven't downloaded it, and yeah, let's just install it. Click on next. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave everything on default here. Extra glory, kill move sound, smooth weapon swings. Okay, that's nice. High fantasy for restorations, swooshy. Yeah, this sounds all good. This I'm going to leave off. The Nernroot has an additional sound if you like that. Just click on install. For the rest, I rather don't install more options because that probably give problems. It could give problems. Let's just say that. Let's not search for any problems. So I like to leave those things on default. Okay, let's wait a little bit because it seems to be a little bit longer than I expected. Alright, then we have one more file left, and those are the patches, or in this case only the Enhanced Blood Textures for this mod. Click on manual, press OK, and I think that was everything for this part. Let me just quickly check that for you. Yeah, I agree with what he says here. He doesn't like Frostfall and Campfires. These are survival mods. I know a lot of you guys like them, and you are of course free to download them if you like them. So if you like Frostfall and Campfires from the old Skyrim, download them for Skyrim Special Edition. Install them right now in this order after this. Then whether you have installed those two files or not, like I don't have these two files. What we want to do now is boot our Skyrim, see if everything works fine, and yeah, do that now and see if you don't have any crashes, and then I'll see you guys in a bit at the next part.